I'm going to give you the real NoFap benefits timeline. Not a fake one like all these guys do just to get views. But first, you need to understand that your life exists out of more than just NoFap, okay? For example, if you sit at home all day, don't do any sport and eat junk food, of course, you're not gonna feel energetic, right? And then you hear them say, oh, NoFap doesn't work, I still feel really tired. Bullshit. You see, people try to relate everything to NoFap. Just don't be that guy. There are many factors on your life and NoFap is just one of them. So because of this, everyone will experience NoFap a bit differently, but in general, this will be the actual NoFap timeline. The first day is the hardest and also the one where you're highly affected by PMO. All the harmful effects are still on their strongest this day. There is still that feeling of shame you drag around with you that makes you less confident. Also, your dopamine system is still highly affected and your mind is still one big mess, full of dirty thoughts. Then, day 2 and 3 come by, which are also quite hard. And basically the first week on its own is the hardest, but that's not why you think. To get through a week without relapsing requires you to get stronger. And if you get stronger, things get easier, right? It is as simple as that, and that is why the first week is the hardest for most. Then you come at day 7, which is a very special one. Because at day 7, your testosterone will go up by 50%. Now you probably heard that after this it will drop down to baseline again and nothing will happen, right? Keep watching because later on I will share something very interesting about this that most of you guys don't know yet. Now we are at week 2 and 3. You will have good momentum but be tempted to go back to your bad habit here and there. You may have already experienced benefits like increased confidence, higher energy levels and a clearer mind. Also, your productivity will increase significantly. You'll get more done than usual. After 90 days, your dopamine system will be fully healed from this addiction. You can start enjoying life to its fullest again, like you were supposed to. I've experienced it myself and it really was life-changing. And it will be for you too, unless you are still relying on cheap dopamine like junk food, games and social media all the time. The long term is where the real magic happens. When you quit this addiction for months, you are simply back to normal again. You're not affected by this addiction anymore. Remember that the testosterone went back to baseline? Well, that is only the case for a week or 2. If you quit this addiction, your testosterone is proven to go up by 170% on average. That is literally life-changing. It means that most of you guys only have 1/3 of how much testosterone you should have, just because of this addiction. Next to that, quitting will make you change as a whole. You'll be way better with women because you won't be desperate for them anymore and you will view them as real humans instead of lost objects. I promise you, if you get out of your comfort zone every day, step by step, day in, day out, it will change you as a person. You will literally turn from an antisocial to a really social guy. Aside from that, you will be way more energetic and productive through the day. That's not only because relapsing makes you really tired and demotivated, but also because you're getting your primal drive back. That is the drive that makes you work really hard in order to succeed in life and reproduce. Now I want to make one thing really clear. Timelines are based on streaks and streaks can be really misleading. For example, when I relapsed after 270 days, I was back to 0, right? Just like this other guy that relapses every day, right? What do you think? Are we the same? Of course not. I still have all the benefits and one relapse in a while won't change that. Just keep going after a relapse and you will still get the benefits for sure. If you want to quit this addiction though, you need to take serious action. Especially if you're trying NoFap for months already and it just isn't working out. This addiction is no joke and only 5% of men manages to quit. And that's not something I want to say to like demotivate you, but really the opposite. Just so you know that you have to be serious and that you have to take real steps to quit this addiction. Watch this video if that's the case and it will completely change your life. If this video was helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys soon.